Welcome to Harley-Davidson of Danbury, and thank you for joining me today on this walk around and review of this awesome, super low mileage 2016 Wide Glide. Only 1,540 miles. This Wide Glide is in charcoal pearl with faded flames. Let's take a look at this gas tank. It's absolutely dead gorgeous. Harley-Davidson paint is second to none. Now, what I want to point out to you about these Harley-Davidson paint jobs, because they are beautiful, they are deep, they have a great gloss and a very deep shine with a beautiful clear coat. These are not sprayed on finishes, these are powder coat finishes. It's a proprietary trade secret. Harley-Davidson will not let you into their paint shop to see how these are painted. In addition to that, Harley-Davidson will not release the paint codes even to its authorized dealers like Harley-Davidson of Danbury. These paint jobs are second to none. As we look around the motorcycle, we see the Wide Glide has a 40-spoke, 21-inch front wheel with a black rim. What is a Wide Glide typified by? Well, look at that big raked out 32-degree front end, 41mm forks, widely spaced, wide triple trees. Goes back to the old FLH triple trees when guys used to strip them down, clean off the covers, and chop them this way. Well, Harley-Davidson delivers it to you as a finished package. We've got awesome Michelin Scorcher tires, and again, this bike has only 1,540 miles. We look up at the front, and we see drag bars on black handlebar risers internally wired. This is all cleaned up for you already from the factory. We've got custom Kuryakin style hand grips on this motorcycle, a solo seat with pillion with a backrest for some basic passenger accommodations, and again, that charcoal pearl paint. Looking around, we've got disc brakes all around, and right here we zero in on the awesome high output air-cooled twin cam 45-degree V-twin, 103 cubic inches, lots of power, lots of potential. We're going to come back and talk about that in a minute. Forward controls. What do we love about the Dynas? Well, if you are tall, this is the bike for you. If you're over 5'10", 5'11", certainly over 6 feet, the Dyna Wide Glide has one of the most relaxed and comfortable seat to foot peg relationships. You can get comfortable and get the kink or the bend out of your knees. Looking at this motorcycle, we see the awesome Vance and Hines big radius exhaust, so we've got sound, performance, we've got everything we want here. The external shocks, the Dyna is a super smooth riding motorcycle with the shocks in the mid-mounted position. A very comfortable ride. 6-speed transmission on this motorcycle. You've got a gear for virtually every situation. As we move around this motorcycle, this 2016 1,540 mile bike, we see, as we look right down here, there's the sensor for the anti-lock brakes. Well, what does that mean? Anti-lock brakes means when you apply the front or rear brakes in a panic situation, you're going to get smooth, consistent braking with no lockup. You'll get stopped in a shorter distance. Safety first, it works, and it'll get you stopped in the quickest possible distance. As we move around the side of the motorcycle here, we see the awesome 45-degree air-cooled 103-inch high-output V-twin. This is the primary side. There's the clutch, the forward controls, and again, look at this bike carefully for me. There is not a mark on it. This is the very definition of certified pre-owned. Harley-Davidson of Danbury has been doing it as certified pre-owned long before the motor company and other people started to use and abuse the term. This is a turnkey motorcycle. We see the solo seat. We've got a belt final drive. That belt drive means it's quiet, clean, and virtually maintenance-free in terms of the drive system. We see the side mount license plate, virtually no wear on the tires. This is a motorcycle that's in almost like new condition. Moving up the front, we see the Fat Bob style tank with the gray ghost flames, the internally wired drag bars again. Now, what's interesting is Harley-Davidson raised this Fat Bob style gas tank about 3/4 of an inch. Again, we've got a little bit more of a chopped look to it. So this is pretty awesome. Now remember, this is a Dyna Wide Glide. What does Dyna mean? It means the engine and transmission is rubber mounted. That means when you're going down the highway at 65, this bike is smooth. When you're riding around town, or if you're at a traffic light at an idle, you feel the movement and the subtle vibration of the big V-twin that you're riding. That's what we want, and that's what we get with a Dyna Wide Glide. Now, let's take a little closer look at the engine. 103-inch high output, plenty fast. We've got lots of experience with this. My personal bike was a wide glide, and we pumped it up to almost 100 rear wheel horsepower with different cam and cylinder head work. Lots of potential, but the path to performance is really through the Harley-Davidson of Danbury Performance Center, which is our Dynajet 250i dynamometer. We can tune, test, and hot rod to any level that you want. This motorcycle, the next logical step would be to a stage 4 high output 117, would get you into the 115, 120 horsepower at the rear wheel, 120 horsepower range. This is an awesomely fast motorcycle. With 120 horsepower at the back wheel, you yank the throttle hard, you're gonna have a hard time hanging on this motorcycle. Fast is not the word to describe it. Now, path to performance. What's the way to go here? Stage 1, this motorcycle already has. We have a high flow air cleaner. We got the Vance & Hines big radius. But stage 2 would involve a high performance cam. On my wide glide, we tested all sorts of cams. Screaming Eagle, Andrews, they all work well, but I found one of the Screaming Eagle cams was my favorite, so we stuck with that on my wide glide. You benefit from our testing on my bikes. No other dealership can do this for you. Stage 3, 117-inch big bore. Big bore cylinders, no replacement for displacement. Stage 4, we're gonna move you up with high flow cylinder heads, big throttle body, more dyno tuning, and a cam that suits the heads and the displacement combination to maximize the output for you. We can do this with all genuine Screaming Eagle parts. But remember, Harley-Davidson of Danbury is a Zippers factory authorized high performance dealer. We can go well in excess of 117 cubic inches, and this motorcycle is fast, handles well, looks good, and is super comfortable. You will never find a better certified pre-owned, low mileage Harley-Davidson wide glide. Call us today to make the deal on this bike, because if you can find a better wide glide than this one, I recommend you buy it. Financing is available to qualified buyers. Give us a call at Harley-Davidson of Danbury. Come visit us. Let's take this bike for a ride. Harley-Davidson of Danbury is a family-owned business. We've been open for 26 years. We're located at 51 Federal Road in Danbury, Connecticut. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're presently closed Sundays and Mondays. Come on down, let's go for a ride, and let's have some fun. It's time to ride. It's time to kick off the COVID-19 lockdown blues. Call us today, make the deal on this wide glide. This is the best one you will find. And as I said, if you find a better one, I recommend you buy it. Thank you for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you at Harley-Davidson of Danbury.